They say it's against their culture. But the question is that if she were Muslim, will you be insisting that autopsy will happen? You know. But we insisted through our lawyer that autopsy should happen. And we are begging the parents to allow autopsy to happen. And I said, no, it's against their culture. And so we have a statement, you know, and only God will resolve it because I've directed that the corpse cannot be removed until they have done autopsy. But it's very strange why an unfortunate thing that happened, you know, is being made this. Is it that we killed a woman that was giving me injection, you know, that you know was administering drug to us, that live in our guest house, even in my residence in Asuku. So what sort of rubbish is that? You know. So but people should be careful because when I kneel down to pray, I say when you push yourself into this, I say, God, may the death of the girl be better than their own death. That's my prayer for everybody that is using it to play politics. But if we have hands, let it also follow us. Because it can be very annoying when people use, you know, people's, you know, unfortunate incidents and blame politics. Some people are calling me. We are this organization. We want to do protest. We want you to see us. You know, what is it? This is David. You know, I Abuja, so that you know, because from a former government, so let them transfer it to Abuja and let them take the family to do autopsy. I'm begging the family to meet with IG so that maybe I think I complete. But medical records in Turkish hospital. The last one was on 5th of April, and it cost me 2.2 million. The records are there. I paid 2.2 million. You know. So that is it. So I don't want to go because it's like a daughter that died. So I'm mourning and I laugh at you know, so she's a physiotherapist. You know, they presented the girls as if they were wrong girls. You know. These people were inside the plane with me, you know, and my immediate staff. We flew together. It's not as if they didn't kill them or indifferently. We flew together, you know, with them. You know, we're going to Lagos, we know. And this is not the first time. The boyfriend also told us that in Lagos, which was where we went for this coastal road, that she called him and said she was bleeding from the nose. He said, no, report to your boss. He said the boss will say that she should go back to hospital, that she didn't want, and she don't stress me. So he said, look for hospital around there and go. That's the confession of the boyfriend, you know. And so I've asked the police to go to the call log, you know, and then they will